everybody, welcome back to more Let's Play No Kuni. We had a big issue trying to get this to start up again, because we are recording on a different day, but...
looks like you have to divulge those kind of secrets.
I don't know, dude.
To everyone else, it may seem like this is just 30 minutes later or whatever.
Well, they'll probably see it as a day later. 2 days later, actually. Based on how we usually do things.
Mr. Drippy! Wait for me!
Who goes there?
It's always a tree.
Another talking tree?
This one's a duck tree.
What is this thing? This thing looks like a Furby. Tell me he doesn't look like a Furby.
I said it looks like a duck.
Well, I got a visitor from another world, see? And what it is, I was wondering if you might lend us a bit of a hand, like.
Show me that Furby. That thing looks exactly like Furby. It's the eyes.
Sorry, you tall ship. You know I'm always very grateful.
Dude, you're gonna tell me this doesn't look like a Furby?
Dude, I haven't seen Furbies in a long time.
Oh my god.
Although I do see
it. It's a little bit before your time, I guess.
Will drive out the darkness. And Drippy, you mean to...
That's right, your ancient ship. We're off to give Shadar a right royal hiding.
You? Why?
I have no idea why we're talking to this tree right now.
We need a way to fix
Get a wand.
people.
Oh yeah.
Very well.
What was the talking tree in Dark Cloud?
We had better give the boy
Treant?
a familiar.
Treant. Wait, Doggo's not a familiar? Doggo. Me, Drippy.
Early, but I suppose we better teach you how to conjure up familiars, innit?
Familiars?
Yeah, familiars. You're in our world, you can magic up little fighting creatures from your heart, see? They're called familiars. Where we're going, the beasties are only gonna get bigger and meaner. So, you're gonna need a helping hand. Or claw, or...
Oh, this is the Pokemon mechanical.
Yeah.
Can I really do it?
Well, there's only one way to find out. You want to help your mom, don't you?
Sure I do.
Well then, grab your wizard's companion and turn to the page marked Form Familiar.
Mr. Drippy, there's no spell name form familiar here. You what? The boy... Oh, I guess you can take this one if you want. Like you did you did the other one.
The boy is correct. Look at his wizard's companion. It would seem that it is missing more than a few of its pages.
Really? Knickers. So does that mean I can't cast the spell?
Ho ho ho, I am not as powerless as all that, young man. Oliver, was it? Let me see now. Form familiar. Ah, yes. A gift from me to you, young Oliver. You like that switching up of his voice?
What, you didn't make the slow one?
Dark, mysterious. I gotta keep everybody on their toes, you know?
Yeah. So now we get the page for Form Familiar. Creatures are formed whenever a life force is found. This spell allows a wizard to form a creature from the life force within his own heart. A creature, which then becomes his familiar. Be at peace with yourself prior to creating this spell, as the result is... Invariably
revelatory?
Revelatory. Yeah, it's a bit harder to read now that I have it.
I was like, are you actually reading it from that tiny little thing?
A familiar then formed is a manifestation of your heart and soul. I guess I could have waited till we actually got into the book. But
yeah, I was like, what the heck?
Thank you very much, old Father Oak.
Wait, Father Oak? Like, Professor Oak?
Sure, you're aware that all professors are after trees, right?
But simply possessing the page for a particular spell is no guarantee that you'll be able to make use of it. Some spells are simply not meant for certain wizards, such as life.
Slowly turning into, like, a Harry Potter accent. Although I was already kind of like that. Don't worry about that for now, man. Just give Form Familiar a go, will ya? Sure thing, Mr. Drippy. Okay. So, we just have to cast Form Familiar from here. Once again,
this is like a Pokeball.
No, it's actually not like a Pokeball.
tidy work, Ollie boy. Look at that. A warrior from your very own heart. A familiar.
This is a familiar?
That's right. The fighting spirit inside you made flesh. A soldier of your soul.
And he can really help me fight?
I thought we get to choose one of three. Like a fire one, a grass one, a water one.
That was a mean trick.
And the stronger you get, the harder he's gonna hit as well.
Wow.
So this is a familiar, huh? And he'll be coming with us? Indeed he will, Ollie boy. The more the merrier, ain't it? Here, you better give that little fellow a name, huh? His name is Mighty. I think it's not actually. I think it's actually called a Might, but all the names, the default names are based off of like their original name. Their
Okay.
Anyway, this one's gonna be Beast since you asked for it.
Okay.
You also make different suggestions too. This is going to show off this.
No, I'm down. Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. I was gonna do something weird with the weird CE thing.
CE.
You don't see it next to the O slash.
Oh,
Down.
yeah, I see it. Yeah, this one could be Beast.
I mean, we could just randomize suggestions too.
Yeah,
Nicknaming is the most stressful part of any catch 'em all game.
that's the most fun part though.
Oliver, we cannot let you set off into the wild with only that withered wand in your hand. Let me give you some spells to aid you in battle. The first is the restorative incantation known as Healing Touch.
So here we got Healing Touch is our healing spell.
0 MP.
No, that actually does cost MP. Tidy! That's the most useful spell there is for a wandering adventurer. Cuts, bruises, sprains, gashes, all gone in a jiffy with Healing Touch. Gee, I guess I'm gonna get hurt an awful lot, Mr. Drippy.
Good point. Next, I give you the gift of the blazing inferno. Fireball.
It's a little bottle of fire, that one does. Plant-based species flippin' hate firemen. Even the old tree face here scared a fireball.
Drippy, how dare you? You would never aim such a spell at me, would you, boy?
God, of course not, old Father Oak. Here we get Fireball.
No, boy. You can press square at any time to open your spells menu.
Quickly turning to Simu.
While a spell like Healing Touch can be used at any time, Fireball is meant primarily for use in battle. That said, the most unexpected of spells can prove incomparably useful given the right set of circumstances. Novel problems call for novel solutions, after all.
It's basically him saying you can use your spells at a battle to solve puzzles.
If you find yourself at something of a loss, I recommend that you go through your magical repertoire. You never know which spell might save the day.
I can tell what the impression is, too.
What is
It's
it?
Snape, obviously.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Spoiling for a fight, is it? Better give him what he wants, Ollie boy.
Huh? But what do I do?
Just think what you want him to do and he'll do it. It's as easy as falling off a log, man.
Okay. Just think what I want him to do. Here goes.
He seems raring to go.
Teeny bopper?
So now we finally have familiars. Right, all it's time to learn about fighting with familiars. First off, you're gonna have to pick who's going to fight out of you and your little friend. We've gone to the trouble of making him, so why don't you best give him a go, huh? Select him, will you? True, will pretty much give us the go around, but yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you're trying to do the tutorial and Drippy's doing it for you.
Yeah. Tidy, now let's set him to the fray, shall we? Oh yeah, that circle in the top left there, that's a familiar stamina gauge. What that does is, it shows how much longer he can fight for, see? The longer you keep him on the go, the shorter his stamina gauge will get. When it's empty, that means the poor lad is so tired he can't fight anymore. Tragic, huh? So before that happens, you'll have to call him back to you for a bit of rest, like. Oh, there's something else you should know about familiars. See this little mark right here? That's his sign. You see, the enemies also have a sign.
I see it.
It's sort of like a star sign, except there's only 4 of them. Sun, moon, star, and planet. And like star signs, different ones get on better. You can use that to help you in battle. Next, let's talk about tricks. They're proper powerful abilities, a bit like your spells. It's like spells that cost MP to use, so you can see the cost written next to them. You can't, it doesn't be covered by tutorial, but yeah, there it is.
See it?
What you gotta remember is that you and familiars share HP and MP.
Oh.
So if familiar uses a trick or takes a big hit, it's your MP or HP that'll suffer. Crikey, that's a long lesson, huh? Right, let's finish with a tip top, shall we? Top tip, I guess. Your familiar stamina is always going down, so you need to swap with him regularly. You do that anytime you like by pressing L1, and it... I'm gonna stop talking before I put us both to sleep. It's your turn to sing for your supper. Go on, boy, bye. Alright. So...
Oh.
Tricks are basically just like a familiar spells. If you use Cut Loose, it takes a second to cast, and it'll do a special attack. Cut Loose is obviously a multi-hit attack, and it can create a physical one. The thing with Mighty is that, to contrast with Oliver's like mostly mage-like skill set, he is a physical attacker. So yeah, he'll typically do more, and also attack way faster than Oliver can. Also, yeah, you're gonna want to swap out.
Oh man, we're getting pounded.
Yeah, but now Oliver now has spells, so you don't have to worry about using physical attacks anymore. So let's try it ourselves. Let's try Fireball on this one over here. There we go.
There goes.
And we
I'll just beat this thing with a stick. Man, it's kind of complex.
Yeah, it's pretty fun system to get used to it, and it's pretty quick to get used to as well. So yeah, so you can see Mighty here is a bit weaker than Oliver is, but he's getting pretty quick. He's catching up with his attack pretty quickly. So I know how to fight with a familiar and a Tolly boy. To be a true contender, you need to learn when to let your familiar loose and when to take control yourself. I'll do my best, Mr. Droopy.
Whoa.
Oh, when he's not fighting, the little fellow can be found tucking it easy inside the creature cage.
Not the Pokeball.
Not really a Pokeball. Well, I guess it kind of is a Pokeball, but... In a creature cage, you can shower your faithful familiars with delicious treats. There's all kinds of treats to choose from. Some will improve their abilities, and there's other ones that can even teach them new tricks. Tidy.
Not like rare candy, TNs.
I think it's less rare candy and more like... it's more like just using vitamins altogether.
Proteins.
Yeah. Feed the little blighters enough what they fancy, and the bonds of familiarity between you and you will grow, meaning you can boost their abilities even more. You don't have something too full of squeeze, though. They'll end up getting full up, and endurance and moderation is the key. And it's probably better just to... It's probably a lot to get your head around, but just remember that the creature's cage is where you can look after your familiars and take it from there, and it... The creature cage, got it. I promise to look after him real well, Mr. Drippy. Okay, so I can actually use the creature cage. Oh, I almost forgot. We had something we want to ask you, your trunkiness. This is Guard down in Ding Dong Dell, and he's broken-hearted, see?
Broken-hearted, you say? Shadow's evil spread still further. So you'll be needing...
That we will, your Okitude. There's quick you are. You still got it, didn't you?
Ho ho ho. Patient, young Drippy. Of course I have. Let me see now. I know it's here somewhere.
Gotta rustle around a bit. Crikey, you've not gotten lost it, have you?
Lost it. The insolence. I put it away safely among my uppermost branches, just a little tangled up there, that's all. While I seek it out, I have a favor to ask of you.
What? Did I mention we're in a flippin' hurry, didn't I? We haven't got time to go. So, Drippy, we should help Old Father Oak. He gave us those spells, didn't he?
Very refreshing to meet such a responsible and honest young man.
Alright, I get the flippin' message. Go on. What is it you need us for?
Well, it's the guardian of these woods, you see.
The Guardian, huh? What's up, the old fellow?
I'm afraid he has become rather unruly of late, and he is neglecting his duties.
Well, that's no good, isn't it? We better help you sort him out then, huh? The Guardian? He sounds kind of tough. Too right he is! He's way stronger than your average beastie. You've got a familiar on your side now, Mun. You'll be fine. Besides, if you're going to take down Shadar, you can't back out of a bit of light guardian bashing now, can you? Okay, I'll do it.
How very kind of you. The Guardian can be found in the deepest parts of the wood, beyond the whispering waterfalls. Wish you luck.
Yes. First spells, now familiars. You're turning into a proper wizard and an ollie boy. I guess I am, huh? Now then, why don't you take a closer look at your new mate, eh? How do I do that, Mr. Drippy? It's a piece of cake, Mun. Now listen up. If you look at the main menu, you'll see friends and familiars. That's where you'll find all sorts of details about you and your familiar's abilities. Looks a bit complicated, and there are a fair few options kicking about in there, but to be fair, you'll soon get the hang of it, Mun. Now, you're so new to this wizarding art, so there's a limit to what you can do, innit? But keep fighting monsters, and eventually you'll get stronger. We call that leveling up, see? We'll probably make some new mates before long, and all. So be sure to take a closer look at them like I showed you. You got it, Mr. Drippy. So I guess you see your stats screen, is basically what this is. So, if we go here, we can see all of our stats, mage through and through. We have mighty stats, or just beast stats, actually. I used to call them that. As you can see, his normal attack's already higher than ours. He actually has way more defense, too. So, familiars can get equipment. We don't have any yet. You can see their attributes over there. So he's weak to water and strong against wind, I believe is how that works. It might be
fire type.
Yeah. Except, he doesn't resist fire. You also see the tricks they have here. Barrage random slash deals physical damage to all enemies. You can also see what they can learn too. Yes, he is basically fire type.
Oh,
He learns a fire move level 50. But we can't get any of that yet, so it's not important. So here we also have the creature cage. We don't have any treats for him, unfortunately. But this basically just lets you, obviously, feed your familiar and stuff. It'll be pretty important to do that if you're trying to make your familiar stronger, of course.
Did you want to see the spells?
Oh yeah, we can also check the spells. So let's go to magic, and we go all the way over to... Oh yeah, the main
I think we
two
just haven't
right
seen
here.
Fireball and the heal one.
Yeah. There we go. Now you can more easily see it. Is invariably self-revelatory. A familiar is formed of imagination in your heart and soul. Okay.
Yeah, we got it. It was hard. It was like doing an eye test, but we said we got it.
Fireball blasts an enemy with a magical ball of flame. It is especially damaging to aquatic creatures. Away from the battlefield, it can be used to light lamps and is useful whenever a spark is required. It goes without saying that all wizards should be careful when dealing with open flames. And then we have Healing Hands, or Healing Touch over here. Healing Hands is Skyrim. The wizard's path is seldom easy, and you're sure to suffer injuries on your travels or during battle. Should such an misfortune befall you, be sure to cast a spell. The key to casting of Healing Touch is kindness. Effects are diminished when performed by cold-hearted wizards. I like the lore behind like all this stuff. They really did go out of their way to actually add a lot of stuff to it.
The Guardian of the Woods watches over this forest. Normally, he is a tranquil soul, but something has changed him. He is not himself.
Oh, I think something else you can do. I'm not sure when this updates, but yeah. So you can see basically every monster in the game this way, because it's a book that tells you all about the world. So I believe.
So a lot of monsters have already been discovered.
Yeah. So here we have. Oops, that's the wrong one. Right here, you have the might, so you can see all of their. So in this game, you actually see what they quote,
evolve
into. Yeah. Might. Those these creatures have warriors' hearts and fighting spirit that allows them to face up to any enemy without fear. So here you can see affinity, strong against storm, weak against water, common sign is sun. If you get any closer, you can see their 3D model. You can see what they drop to.
Cheeseburgers.
Cheeseburgers. So you can see all of these down here too.
Is there branching trees, or do they just go right through?
There are branching trees. I believe the third evolution is a branch, so you get to decide what you want the final evolution to be.
Everything evolves thrice.
Yep. So now we're gonna.
Did you keep Mighty the whole time? You're definitely that type.
I actually didn't keep Mighty the whole time. I got a different Knight type familiar later. Get some bread here. think
How's
actually,
Drippy not a familiar?
well, he's a fairy, not familiar. Beasties around here are nothing, Mutton. They'll do for trading, but there's much worse to come. Much worse. Wonder what's got the guardian of the woods so head up. It sounds like no common guardian tantrum, Mun. This sounds serious.
Yeah, his voice was getting very, very crotchety. Very, very British.
Yeah, the whispering waterfalls.
Whoa, that seems like that might be a good night type. And I imagine you could have 3 familiars on you at one time.
Yeah. I'd best warn you, Ollie boy, it's absolutely crawling with monsters beyond here. Careful you don't get got before you even get to the Guardian, eh? I'll be fine, Mr. Drippy. I have a familiar to help me now. There's brave you are. Don't forget, though, if you're going to get tough, don't be afraid to cast Healing Touch. I sure won't. And remember what the old tree face told you, the spells menu is a mere tap of square away. Could you try to familiarize yourself with the main menu, too, while you're at it? Don't worry, you're not going to break anything no matter what you press, so you have a good old poke around in it. When you learn new spells in that, new options will come up on the main menu. So keep your eyes peeled and make the most of your new toys. Jeepers, there's so much to remember. You'll soon get used to it all, Mun, no worries. Now, past the Whispering Waterfalls, and on to the Garden of the Woods we go. Right, let's go help him get back to normal.
By beating him up?
Of course. Is there any other way?
You could cast Healing Touch.
We could well, I mean, what would that do? That would only make him angry again when we heal him. Also, Healing Touch only works... Actually, it doesn't only work on the... Oops. It doesn't actually doesn't
that's
only work on the one
Bellsprout.
target. That is not a Bellsprout. But we got cut off guard. So if you end up getting back attacked, you have to wait for your bar to come back. There you go. Let's go ahead and send out. And you also don't end up starting off with the familiar route. Let's go ahead and try out Beast here. I guess we just have them cut loose.
It makes sense to use your familiar first to burn through their stamina. You don't want to just have that resource maxed.
Yeah. I think Whippersnaps are like pretty defensive. They're also plant type. Sorry, they're weak to fire. They have a spit too. Didn't get to see much of what they can do.
So I guess we can't catch new familiars yet.
No, we have no way to catch familiars yet, unfortunately. Or to make
We can't
new
form
ones,
a
I guess.
familiar right now?
No, we can't form. No, we can't form more familiars. We only have one.
Why not?
Because we only have one. We don't have the ability to do so.
So I guess we'll only have Mighty for the whole game.
You know it. Okay.
What the heck?
I ran through it like 3 times.
Come on!
Come on.
Here goes!
Anyway, we don't need to cut loose for this, I think. I should also mention that if you decide to use Healing Touch, we don't have a lot of ways to recover MP right now, as you'd expect from the start of the game. So you might want to stick closer to using Bread and only use Healing Touch in an emergency. Healing Touch does have a cooldown, I believe, so you should be careful about just using it willy-nilly as well. But obviously, you're going to want to save your MP for actual tricks. Crikey, I knew there was something I got to tell you about familiars. Huh? What's that? This is important, Ollie boy, so listen carefully, alright? I showed you how familiars can use tricks, didn't I? But as the little fellas get stronger, they'll start learning new ones. You want to see what new tricks your familiars have up their sleeves? Yeah, he tells you that you just learn that way. Tricks are a bit different from magic. Each individual trick fills a single command slot, you see. Unlike Oliver, and he can use unlike Oliver, where he can use all of his spells at the same time.
So you can only have one trick at a time.
You can have 2 tricks at a time. We only have 1 available trick right now. Press triangle when you're in your Friends and Familiars bit, and you can change command slots for use of tricks. Which reminds me, a familiar can only remember a maximum of 8 tricks at a given time. So, there's that too. You can teach familiars new tricks other than the ones that they can actually learn by leveling up. But they can only have 8 at a time. If you want to learn a new one, you'll have to make them forget one of their old ones. Bit of a pain, but at least you can teach an old familiar new tricks. Also, I should mention, what he's talking about is a familiar can only have 8 tricks stocked up at a time. But they can only use 2 actively. But if you want to change between them, you'll have 8 to choose from.
Okay.
Important thing is that when you assign tricks to your familiar's command wheel, if you don't, you won't be able to use it. Yeah. Okay, I got it. So you can get it
You
back.
know, we should do a theme for each video, and any familiars we catch during that video, we have to name after the theme.
The theme. Whoops. Also, if you press,
What the heck?
if you press down, you'll immediately recall your familiar. I forgot that happens. I meant to actually hit right and somehow hit down. Luckily, you can get MP balls from obviously landing nice hits, but also killing enemies tends to do it too. Bracer raises defense. Be careful about that. There we go. See, killing enemies does give you more MP there. So you can be a bit more liberal with your magic and trick use in this game, as long as you are consistently killing stuff.
You should be if you're using tricks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tricks are pretty expensive. We're only getting like 4 MP back when a trick costs 10. And I think Fireball costs like 5, and that's pretty good as well. Yeah, no, it costs 4.
Fireball will literally smite one enemy in one hit.
If they're weak to it.
I think it did like 400 damage to,
It did like 40.
I think it did 14 to be completely specific.
Well, we can be sure about that now. I'm pretty sure this is the enemy we used it on. Let's see. 13. Okay, that makes more sense.
I think I got slighted.
Oh, by the way, you can tell effective damage, I believe. The numbers will turn red if it's effective and blue if it was ineffective.
Okay.
I can demonstrate that when we actually run through an enemy that's actually weak to that stuff. I mean, yeah, I think this one is actually weak to fire. So you can try it here. Whippersnapper is definitely weak to fire.
Come on!
Yeah, see, it turns red.
Oh!
I believe any familiars that do contribute to the fight, they get more experience. So, there's also that.
If they go kill stuff?
If they contribute to the fight. So it's like Final Fantasy X, except anyone who didn't contribute also still gets experience. Wait, there's a turning point here. Oh yeah, look at that.
Mmm.
Iced coffee.
Got
So
the iced coffee.
drinks are what restores MP in this game. So any kind of coffee you get will allow you to restore MP.
Kind of a common RPG
Yeah.
element. But this little child should not be drinking coffee.
Which one was this again? Is this one? No. Oh yeah, it's this. Nope, it's that one. There we go. Just checking. Okay. Any place on the map that has not been uncovered, you can see it on the map. And you can tell where you haven't been, which is super helpful. I think this game has like one of the most helpful maps in many RPGs I've played.
Mm.
But that's mostly because they don't want the map to be so useful that it's the only thing you look at, as I've learned.
Let's do it!
Let's do it!
Here goes!
I felt like you wanted to say more.
Oh, Sandblast. So Sandblast blinds you. I'm pretty sure this has on some familiar as well. Yeah, it does. So probably not a good idea to... probably not a good idea to actually try using a physical attack there.
Sure, common blind status. You can do anything but hit physical attacks.
Yeah. Oliver's a pretty good wizard for just getting started, admittedly.
Yeah, he's smiting.
Once he actually learned an attacking spell.
Yeah, we don't even need a new wand.
I mean, a new wand would make us deal more damage. I basically just gonna fight things on the side. Not sure.
That's,
Oh,
yeah,
wait,
he turns that thing.
Go!
Turns that thing real quick.
Here goes!
So here we have a Jabber, just another physical attacking monster.
That's definitely gonna be our next night.
I mean, there are many different.
Let me guess. You had a support type, a magic type, and an attack type.
So it's just smash it, so it does a lot of damage that way. What you mean?
Is
How,
that
you mean how easy
the
it
three
runs
you
my
had?
team?
Yeah, you had a support type, a magic type, and a physical type.
That's not what I meant. I meant there are different families of monsters. It's not just like knights and stuff.
No, but you had those three in your party though, for sure.
Oh, I mean, obviously you're always gonna want a healer. Have you've been in a balanced RPG?
So there
fight
are healer familiars.
No, you could have just asked if you wanted me to answer that question.
You just leaked that.
If you wanted to know, I would have answered that question.
You just leaked it. I was going to tease details out of you because you always like to withhold stuff. That way I play quote-unquote blind.
Well, yeah, but I also typically don't bring up that stuff I don't think it's important. If you want to know, I'll usually tell you if it's not a big spoiler. Anyway, we have an open spot over here, but this leads to this blue chest that we can't do anything about.
You can probably light it on fire.
It seems to be sealed by some kind of magic. Well, let's try it then. Let's try setting this thing on fire. Nothing happens. Cool.
What? You can try healing it.
Alright, we can try healing it. But it's only going to target us. You don't need to do that right now.
Did you try gate waiting it? Gate waiting?
Gate waiting? Where is that do you think you're going? Look at this guy, for Pete's sake. No, it does not work. Alright, so I think if there's nothing else to really do, yeah, we can just head back to that other waystone right there.
Let's do it!
Let's do it!
Let's do it! Oh!
See, that one resists
so
fire.
that thing's not weak. It will resist fire.
Yeah.
It was blue. What, Drippy just run around, doesn't do anything?
Drippy does do stuff, but he won't do stuff right now.
Man, we got a Sunday.
You didn't get a Sunday. I guess I'm going to show this while we're at it. So the stuff that we're getting there is basically food that we can feed. So every well, I wouldn't say every monster, but monsters drop different classes of items or different classes of food. So like chocolate will always increase attack, cakes will always increase magic attack, and sundaes will always increase magic defense. Typically, a monster likes a certain kind of thing, or certain kind of treat that they are advantageous to use, I guess is weird to say it. So like I believe Beast will always like chocolate. Yeah, see, he likes it. And
is that a permanent increase?
Yeah, it's a permanent increase.
That is?
Yeah.
No or yes? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So that attack and how do they get reduced fullness?
You run around for a bit.
So it's just so you can load them up.
Yeah. They also have a growth limit, so when they hit the growth limit, they just don't gain stats anymore.
Oh, wait, what the heck?
If I had to use a spell, but yeah, I cut off.
That thing was about to evolve right in front of us.
There's a sandwich.
I don't know what level.
A sandwich is a healing item, not a treat.
What level do you think Mighty evolves?
I actually don't remember what level he evolves at. But I think you have to... I think you have to cause the evolution yourself, so it doesn't matter that much. We've still got a ways to go in here, but we have a new area to run through. Oh, never mind, we're right here.
I say, we literally is a star sitting right there.
Hold up, Ollie boy! Huh? What is it? Listen, man, something's coming. Someone's coming. But I don't... It's him! It's the flippin' Guardian! Ooh!
It's Dran!
That is definitely not Dran. Guardian of the Woods, steadfast defender of the forest.
Just fireball this thing to death.
You know it. So here we have the boss fight against the Guardian of the Woods. You can probably guess what he's weak to, since in fact he's the Guardian of the Woods. Yeah, weak to fire. Right now, all we can really do is, not healing touch, but use Fireball over and over again. I prefer to use Fireball over that. Oh. Knickers, that looks serious, Ollie boy. You best defend yourself. You see the defend command in it. Use it, and you're in for a proper... Use it, or you're in for a proper headache, mun. Alright,
he's about to go hard.
On flipping Gar! Yeah, he's gonna make us, use defend... Oh, he's not gonna make us use defend like this. Okay. I was about to switch to Beast because he has more defense. Nice one, Ollie boy. That's tidy. Defending against big moves like that can earn you a nice little bonus as well. And when you start building up a nice looking number, be sure to put up your guard. So, yeah. If you ever see a boss start charging up a strong attack, get ready to defend.
So are they missing because you're running around, or is it just a random number generator?
No, they're actually just missing because I'm running away.
It's missing because you're running away?
Yeah, you can kite him around using Fireball, but now we have to actually attack physically. Oh, they're right there, you can actually see it. If you start running out of MP, Drippy will start throwing MP for you.
Ah, okay.
Let's get it now. So, I know what you're thinking. That would imply that... There we go. That would imply that it's better to... Oh, that's unfortunate. Really should get hit by this one. Yeah. Ow. Luckily, Mighty ate that because he resists weight.
That is fortunate. There's some MP behind you.
Yeah. And we're about to run out of stamina. Swap back. Using Bellow. Bellow can miss from this range, apparently. So it should be fine. This actually hits this time. It didn't hit before, so I'm not quite sure. Okay, yeah, it stunned us.
Oh! Oh, God.
Got it.
Messed up.
Nah, we're at this anyway. So, okay, here we go. Look, Ollie boy, the big lump's only gone and knackered himself. Now's your chance to give him a proper walloping. Now's your chance! When you hear that, that basically means that the boss has been weakened, so you can deal more damage. Tidy, that's a gold glib bun. That little beauty will restore all your HP for you. Not only that, let you do a miracle move that doesn't use any MP. Tidy. That doesn't hang out forever. Hurry up and grab it, Ollie boy. He's talking about this orb right here. I'll do all of ours better for this fight, unless, you know, he's gonna stand in it. There we go. And all of ours is Burning Heart, which is just a fire type attack, which is why I wanted him to use it.
Oh, shoot. It's like he's loading up a Kamehameha. Is this your ult?
Yep.
Does he always have the same one?
Yeah, he always has the same one. Every familiars also have ultimate attacks, but I want to use that one because it was effective damage, even though it was unnecessary.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
And we get the Spirit of the Woods one. And we get Sand Blast for that. We already saw that because it actually blinds enemies.
But I thought we didn't get to move till 10.
You obtain a page describing the Guardian of the Woods. And now you get his description. There it goes. Seems like getting incinerated cleared his head. Crikey, that was a close run thing, Mutton. The Guardian. He headed towards the deepest part of the wood. Do you think he's back to normal now? Your guess is as good as mine, Mun, but that weird look in his eyes had gone at least. I reckon he'll probably take some time out to get his head together, then he'll be right back to the old guardianing. But what made him go all screwy like that? You don't think it was... Of course it flipped once. Had Shadar written all over it. We'd best watch our backs when we visit any more forests. Saying that, you get guardians everywhere. Anyway, we did what we came to. We best get back and see old Tree Face, huh? Sure, let's go.
Yay.
On Guardian.
On flipping God.
After beating a boss, you end up getting a new, story about the boss that you fought.
This could be a little world building.
You did well to calm the Guardian.
He sounds kind of like my voice.
I found what I was looking for. But first, a gift, by way of thanks.
Yeah, I'm not that far off.
I entrust to you one of my closest companions, the Telling Stone. His knowledge of our world rivals even my own. I thought he might help you on your journey. I'm sure if you ask him nicely, he will tell you anything you wish to know. And
Seems like a jerk.
the locket. This is what you came here for.
I don't know.
It is a vessel for fragments.
So you tell me.
Heart. To rescue the heartbroken, you will need the locket and the spells required to use it. I will give you those as well.
Thank you so much, Old Father Oak.
Such a well-mannered child. Unlike some I could mention.
All right. Ta, Backface.
Some things are as unchanging as the forest. No matter. You had best be on your way. Now, boy, you must come and see me from time to time, and tell me of your travels. I look forward to hearing of your progress.
Yes, sir.
Let's be off, shall we? Time to head back to Ding Dong Dell and mend a broken heart.
Okay.
Now we get the telling stone. The telling stone basically gives you all of your tutorials. I assume the game's gonna tell you this that right now, maybe.
Let's say I thought Drippy does that.
Well, he allows you to check your tutorials again.
Take heart.
Take heart. And give heart.
Give heart.
Bring balance to someone's heart by restoring a lost virtue. Yeah, so the telling stone, yeah, so he tells you about tutorials and stuff. Anyway. So if you take a look at these two pages right here, probably just two of the most important spells in the game, actually, because you're doing this a lot. Take heart. Use magic to help share a person's virtues. As previously explained, the heart is made up of virtues, emotions, and other elements. This spell allows you to take some virtues from a person who has it in abundance, and store it in the locket. Just be sure to ask for permission before you proceed. Remember, a heart belongs to one person and one person alone. Bring balance to someone's heart by restoring a lost virtue. This spell allows you to give the virtues shared using Take Heart to people who are in need of them, in that it offers a means to save the broken-hearted. This is one of the most important spells a wizard can learn. Needless to say, its use necessitates utmost care and forethought.
Okay.
But I think we'll go and wrap this up once we get back to the entrance.
Okay.
Next time we're going to be heading back to Ding Dong Dell and actually fixing that guard's broken heart. So until next
Sad
time,
guy.
we'll see you guys later.
Later.